What's going on, everybody? I want to welcome y'all to episode 5 of the Legacy Podcast. I feel like I want to do enough stuff for the queen, so I want to introduce y'all to the first queen. She does her last business, and I feel like y'all gonna be real excited for this one. I want to introduce y'all to Ashlei Pratt.
Hi, y'all. I am Ashlei Pratt. I'm the CEO of Lashed.By.Ash. Thank you for having me.
There's no problem at all. So first thing I want to ask you though, I remember like when we was in class, and that was when I was a junior, you was a sophomore. So, and I remember that's when you was starting up and doing it. So how was that process like?
Oh my goodness. So I started doing. Well, actually, I started doing lashes my freshman year.
Okay.
I'm not high school, college. My fault.
Okay.
My freshman year of college. But I just didn't really like stick it out. It was just like something I was like interested in, but it was like like nothing. I really wasn't interested in doing it like on other people. I was just trying to learn on myself,
right?
So I could save money for myself, and I had to go with somebody else.
Right.
So it started off as that, and then my sophomore year, I was doing it myself, and my roommates was like, girl, let me, and I was like, y'all gonna let me try y'all for real. So they ended up letting me practice on them, and I just kept practicing on them, and I'm here I am today.
Right,
like, I have stopped a lot of times, but this is my baby. This is my first love, first thing I ever like created on my own, invested my own money into it, did it on my own. So like my love for lashes is ending.
So how long has it been like? What you doing it? It's been
3 years. 3 years. So 3 years on and off, 2 years solid.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
That's I guess a year on and off, 2 years solid.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with that, it's a lot of probably entrepreneurs probably gonna be watching this. So what would be probably one thing that you learned from all of this?
I would definitely say don't quit. Like don't quit at all. Like if you started and it failed, you invest more than what you get out of it. Take that as a learning lesson, figure out what you were doing wrong, figure out your different, target markets, do all that, and then keep going. Come back and redo it. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of stopping and starting for me, especially with lash businesses. You never really know how a product is gonna do on like a client's eye. It's a lot that go into that, but you just never know like how something is really gonna do with clients. And so that can take a toll on your business as a whole. But don't let that discourage you. Like you might have months where you booming, and then you might have months where it's like, and then you might have weeks where it's like, I'm ready to do something new. This is boring. Like I don't want to do this no more. And you might not have the drive. But that's the beauty of being an entrepreneur. If you want to wake up and go to work today, you can go to work. If you wake up and you don't want to go to work today, you ain't gotta go. If you're having a mental health day, you ain't gotta go to work. You can choose when you want to go to work because this is your business, this is your baby, this is what you started. You're not working for nobody, you're up on a contract with nobody but yourself.
Exactly.
So yeah.
And you're on your own schedule.
You're on your own schedule. Like if you want to go on vacation up and take you a flight somewhere to flew out, you can do that. You ain't gotta call your boss and come up with a line like, you know what I'm saying? If I wrote that, I ain't gonna be able to work. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I got COVID, I can't come 14 days. Like you ain't gotta lie. Like you your own boss. You gotta worry about that. So that's the beauty of being an entrepreneur. But also is what comes with that comes the loss of money. You know what I'm saying? So if you ain't working, you can pay.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But
this is part of the business.
That's a part of it.
Yeah.
But that would be my advice. Don't quit. Keep going. If you feel discouraged, take your time. Figure out what you need to do to get better. And just start it back up and try again. Keep trying.
So like you said, you thought about doing different things. I'm probably thinking like what clothes, what makeup and stuff like that. So if that.
No. I ain't never thought about like clothes, makeup. No, I don't really want to fool around like that. The only thing I really did, I have caught interest in is like, my phone's going off. Hold on 1 second. The only thing that I have like taken interest in is like facials and stuff like that.
Right.
I love like Dr. Pimple Popper. Like, man, I will pop somebody's balls. Right. I don't even know. Like that's so interesting to me. So I have started taking like interest in like facials and stuff like that. And just healthy skin and skincare products and stuff. Natural care. I have taken an interest in that. And so after college, I definitely want to go get my esthetician license so I can broaden my everything that I offer.
Right. So like, why did you choose lashes? Then you know that would be the next question.
Why did I choose lashes? So basically during the time of like me starting lashes, I was going through like so much. My mom had got diagnosed with cancer. And so like I've worked since I was 14 years old.
Right.
And when I got to college, my family was like, we don't want you working, like we want you to focus on school. But my mom had cancer, so like I couldn't keep up with myself. So I was used to like keeping my nails done, keeping my hair done, keeping my lashes done. I was used to being upkept, you know what I'm saying? But once I got to college, like all that went away. I was like, damn, get my nails done and get my hair done this week, just walking around, you know what I'm saying? But
you can't go from being
listen, man. I was like, damn, like what the hell? Y'all just humble me real quick.
Right.
But so my mom had cancer, so I didn't want to keep calling my mom and asking my mom, like, you know, Mom, can you help me with this? Because she was already out of work, you know, going through, you know, surgeries and stuff like that. So I didn't want to like, I felt selfish for me to like be calling my mom and asking my mom, can you give me money for this? Can you give me money for this? So I got on my ass and went to go get it. And I just at the time, well, even now, but lash classes are really expensive. They start at like $600 minimum. That's like little $600 to 2 bands would be charged for to certify you on lashes. So I didn't have that. I didn't have that. So I took my little stuff on YouTube and I just started learning, and I ordered all the products that I needed or what I thought I needed. And my friends let me practice on them. And that's really like why I fell in love with lashes. I guess like it was also like a cheap startup. It was cheaper than buying some bundles and trying to sell hair. It also was a skill. And so like I felt like learning a skill was more important than trying to sell something. Anyway, that was just my opinion. I feel like I would always have that skill. Even after I graduated from high school, I would always know how to go apply some lashes. Let's say I don't want to work for nobody no more. I know how to hustle and go do somebody's lashes, you know what I'm saying? So that's definitely why I started. It was a cheap investment for me to come. I think I spent like $50, bought the basics of what I needed, and I just started lashing from then. Obviously my products wasn't as good then as what they are now, but it got my foot in the door to the lash world. So yeah. Right.
So like going back then, and you being in school, and then another thing, she's in Greek life, and what's the sorority?
Got the Alpha Sorority Incorporated.
Okay, so y'all know that.
Okay, the only sorority.
Right. And then, cause my mom and my aunt.
Yeah, I remember.
My whole family.
Okay. That's the best sorority, the only sorority.
The only one.
The only one. Okay.
And special shout out to my sister Kamisha Williams, because she's also that's your line.
Shout out to my sister, my deuce.
So with that, and being a student, and being in Greek life, and running a small business, time management is a big thing for you. So like, how do you balance all of that out?
Honestly, I don't even think I balance it. Really? I'm not even gonna lie to be completely but I think you just kind of learn how to adapt.
Right.
Like I feel like adaptation is key, especially like at this stage in age, like in this day and age, like just learning how to adapt to your circumstances. And it's like if you juggling 5 things and number 6 get thrown in there, you got to figure out how to juggle 6. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because number 5 things, all the 5 other things, they're not gonna stop.
Exactly.
Somebody needs you. You got to be a sister. You got to be boss. You got to be a student. You got to be a daughter. You got to be all that at one time. And so it don't stop. You just learn how to adapt to everything, and also like just making sure. I think for me, I had to learn how to take care of my mental health.
No, exactly. That should always be a priority.
Yeah, like learning how to take care of my mental health before anything, before AK, before the school, before books, before anything. social life, my mental health came first. And once you learn that, you just really learn how to juggle everything else because you know when to take a pause and say, hey, y'all, I gotta take a break. I can't come today. I can't do this today. I can't be this today. I got to do. If that means I gotta sit in my room and eat my snacks, if that means I gotta watch my Netflix and binge watch everything, get my nails, get my hair down, whatever the case may be, like it's me. And once I learned how to do that, that's when I guess my balance came in because that's why they tell you if the plane about to crash, you can put your mask on first, then you go help everybody. It's the same concept. If you ain't there mentally, your plane crashing, you can't help nobody else.
Exactly.
You can't do nothing else.
You can help yourself.
You can't help yourself. You gotta help you first. So just learning to balance my mental health first is how I balance everything else. Making sure I'm okay here, and then after that, I can turn to I can eat. I can go be there. I can help everybody. I can be there for who needs me there. Be there for my business, be there for my sisters, be there as a student, be there as a daughter, be there for whatever, a mentor, a mentee, everything. I can do that once I'm here mentally. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I balance, I guess, if that makes sense.
So with that, and running the business, from doing this for 3 years, what would be your main tip to give someone?
Like an entrepreneur?
Yeah.
I would just say, do what makes you love. You know what I'm saying? The whole point of, I feel like, of starting a business and being an entrepreneur is so that you are doing solely what you love to do. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people that get up and go to work today hate the job. And essentially, I feel like you are not put here for that. You know what I'm saying? And so just make sure whatever you're picking that you want to do, you're doing it more for just not the money. You're doing it because you solely have an interest. You solely enjoy doing this. Because if not, you're gonna hate doing something that you're crafty. You're gonna hate doing something you're investing into. And why would you want to keep investing money into something that you hate doing? You know, you gotta have some type of joy in what you do because then you get people that's nasty business owners that don't know how to conduct business, unprofessional. And it's just really boils down to the fact that this is not your love, this is not your passion. This is why you activate that towards your business and your clientele and stuff like that. So just making sure that when you choose what you do it because you love it. Do it because you have an interest. Do it because you like it. You know what I'm saying? Don't just do it because it's a trend. Don't just do it because it's a quick little money thing. Like find your passion and work it. And sometimes, like you start stuff, and it don't start out as a passion. That was me. I started Lashes, and it originally was not my passion. It became my passion over time. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that happens. But yeah.
So the next thing I want to ask you, with you graduating, what are the future plans after graduation? I'm sure your clients don't know.
So, hey, what we gonna do after May?
Right.
So I am moving to Houston.
Oh, okay.
So I'm moving to Houston in May, June, somewhere around there. It's kind of getting worked out right now as we speak. But yeah, I'm moving to Houston, and I plan to start my last journey in Houston. I want to open up a shop in Houston, obviously, and just continue to grow. I feel like I gave the coach what a new deal. I feel like I gave the coach what a new deal. But my plans for Coastal, because this is where I was made at when it came to my last journey. I definitely do want to open up like shops and rent out booths to young entrepreneurs, college entrepreneurs. That's what my heart is. That's what I started out at. Hair booths, lash booths. You can do tattoos if you want to. Yeah. Because I know that was something that I needed when I was in college, like just trying to find somewhere where it was like affordable and where I could do my lashes at. I never really got that luxury. So definitely want to come back to the coast and do that for college students who are entrepreneurs and need somewhere to do their entrepreneuring at.
So y'all heard that. Y'all got to June or May.
Got to June or May to fly you new lashes, or you got to fly you. I'm going to fly you.
Get your ass to Houston.
Never catch that flight.
You're going to catch on the holidays. If you working.
Yeah. If I'm working. No, I'll probably come back, like, for homecoming
Right,
and stuff
okay.
like that. I'll probably come back, like during like homecomings and like, run like a little special or whatever. But that's about it.
Right.
You want Lashed.By.Ash, you better come to Houston. I'm about to be H-Town High, okay?
Well, it's been good talking to you. And it's been an honor for you to be my first female guest on the Legacy Podcast. And I will see y'all on the next one.
Bye, y'all.